It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the New England Patriots. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers
bomb, man. I'm about to get on this nigga, man. Fucking
and
bomb.
They will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
It's the nigga y'all wanted me to play, man.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll
nigga y'all wanted me to play, bro.
25 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw, it's Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss.
This nigga's a fucking bomb, man. It's the bomb y'all wanted me to play?
4th down on now is
the replacement for Khalil, sorry ass? This nigga a bomb too.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's Newton. Now he's forced out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
I'm gonna beat this nigga ass like he stole something, man.
Now Newton on 1st down. Looking left
fucking
side.
bomb on that back.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Newton now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Fucking bomb.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to have
this
a 3rd
nigga out
down.
for me.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him
give me that 1st down
on that play. And he'll get it out a couple yards
stop
shy
playing with me.
At the 48. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do?
Y'all talking about, nigga? I'm a monster with my boys, nigga.
If I don't get
And this
it,
nigga
what's it
got
gonna
the
do to me the
Patriots.
rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all
Nigga's
that,
a bum,
putting it
man.
in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow,
This nigga is a fucking bum.
Yes, I do.
Oh!
Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This nigga a
It's
fucking
always a
bum.
battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down,
He go a 10-yard carry right here.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he gets it to Funchess.
It's the bum y'all wanted me to play?
He's this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I'm a lion.
Connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Stop playing with me, man.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Newton now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back,
Stop
McCaffrey.
playing with me, man.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Fucking bum.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time
This
at
the
the
nigga?
5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup. and
This
it
the
leads
nigga,
to first
Keo?
and goal. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. He finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining.
And he
This the nigga?
scored. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away.
Niggas ain't fucking with me, man. Keon beat me
And
by
this
luck,
will not
nigga.
be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
Khalil's
for a
scared to
touchback.
play.
Before this next drive gets
Niggas
going,
is
we need
bums,
to discuss
man.
the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be
Stop
8 in
playing.
the 2019 class. We
I
got
does
Champ
this
Bailey,
mad and shit.
Tony
Nigga, you not
Gonzalez,
getting nowhere,
Ty
bro. You
Law.
not getting no
Who else am I
yards, bro.
forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy? A lineman,
Brady ain't
Kevin
throwing no
Mawae,
touchdowns,
who
bro.
was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed
A
Reed
lesson to me.
with the Baltimore Ravens?
Brady
and
ain't
the
throwing no
great job he
touchdowns.
did
A
in the
lesson to me.
secondary there. Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos, and
Brady
the
ain't throwing no
longtime scout with the
touchdowns. A lesson
Cowboys.
to me.
And I love
That's
the
what I
senior
say.
committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living in.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
And that's one
Are you
he's gotta be happy
serious?
to have back. There wasn't
Are
a
you
whole opening
serious,
in the
nigga?
zone.
You'd have to think on early
You don't have
downs like that
Tyrod
first down
Taylor,
there,
Cam
you need to be a
Newton,
little bit more
Lamar
careful.
Jackson.
fortunately
Stop
for
trying to
him,
run,
got a
nigga.
couple more downs to play with.
On play action, now Brady.
Oh, that was me.
Over the middle, that's caught by
Oh,
Hogan.
that was me.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, it's Brady. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Hey, this nigga a bum, man. This nigga's a bum.
Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be
This nigga's a bum, man.
The guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen. But there was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one. But Mahomes, a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year, I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And now Edelman. Good move at the 30. And now running right through it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Pavin, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafen. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know if he was representing the Oakland Raiders, the Vikings went down, and they went down hard. That's how the Raiders do it.
How about Pavin, though, wins $100,000 for his efforts, also won Super Bowl tickets for the next day, unselfishly gave them to his father and his brother.
How about that? That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Pavin. Way to go.
Here we go. Wait, 20!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
as a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And his pass incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field, and you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. There was only one man who scored a touchdown in Super Bowl 53, and, of course, it was that man we just saw, Sony Michel.
How about him turning it on in the postseason of his rookie year? Because in the 16-game regular season, he didn't play in all 16 now. He did have 6 touchdowns, which is pretty darn good. But he added 6 more touchdown runs in the Patriots' 3 playoff wins. That's pretty significant as well.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Brady to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Now Newton on third and goal. He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the third team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Edelman, the 7th wide receiver to be named Super Bowl MVP. 10 catches, 141 yards in that game, Charles.
And just think, if Julian Edelman had followed his heart initially, he would have gone to Canada to play quarterback, which is what he played at Kent State. But he wanted to play in the NFL, willing to make the change to receiver. And how well has that paid off for not just him, but the New England Patriots?
Paid off really well, and he can hide that Super Bowl MVP trophy right in that beard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Spinning away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Guy able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Throwing is Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Goes underneath here to White, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5. And it's a second down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially now with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Brady, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's first and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. On fourth down, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Newton, eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Here's Newton. Being chased out left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Now
a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down. Brady now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Dorsett's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mario Addison in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, now Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action, now it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that's going to be incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st. They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, open is Thomas. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Well, there it is. Brady connecting with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, we were thinking we would see this per usual. 1st quarter, definitely 2nd quarter, but not the case.
And their offense, not moving the ball like they normally do. They're losing the game. Those two need to get together and fast.
Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Brady to throw on 2nd down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they will run it with Michel. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a throw to the end zone on complete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete, so no miracle.